and jumped away in a pretty good line. Evil Master wasn't flash away, and he got back to last, and one of the first out here, Stylish Lass over on the inside, landed in front. Palais up second, followed by Keterman. Further back, Smiling Eyes, Casino Boy, Riscato. Escalante the middle, a length and a half. Further back, Bribes, followed on the outside of it. Racing a little erratically there is Lemonade Parade as they go down the back. Further back in the race then to Sambra, and last of all would have been the favourite Evil Master as they go down the side, and Stylish Lass got the lead. A length and a half in front of Palais. 2.5 lengths further back is Keterman, who's over on the inside running third from Smiling Eyes fourth. A length in Casino Boy. Rescato was racing a little deep on the outside, followed for the back by Escalante. Then Lemonade Parade, who raced a little radically early from Tassamba, followed by Bribes. Evil Master last of all. Stylish Lass has got a good comfortable lead in front, coming to the turn at the 550 metre mark. Nearly a length in front here. Out three deep is Riscato. Back in the middle is Palais. Keterman went for a run up on the inside as Stylish Lass rolled out a little. A gap Casino Boy, and further back in the race then on the outside Escalante and Evil Master coming down the middle. Stylish Lass under pressure, grabbed by Keterman the inside, and Palais on the outside. 2 lengths further back came out wide Escalante. Palais put its head in front as they go down to the 150. Stylish Lass, Keterman fighting back. Wider out Evil Master and Escalante. Palais in front, getting close to the line, and Palais has scored 3/4. Terrific go for the Miners. Out wide Evil Master, Casino Boy, Keterman, and also Stylish Lass are there. Just behind those Smiling Eyes to Samba. Escalante right on the heels from Lemonade Parade. A gap then to Bribes, and last of all after looming up is Rescato.
2 Palais, 570 and 190. Tight the Miners. 4 Evil Master, 178. Casino Boy, a dividend of 390, or 10 Keep Man, 530.
Number 2, Palais, after racing outside Stylish Lass, who still has his tendency to roll off the fence. And it's got there about 3/4. The Miners will go to Evil Master on the outside, number 4, in this blanket for the Miners, number 4 out wide. And for third, we've got Casino Boy, Keterman back on the inside, Stylish Lass and Escalante. Number 8 has got third, number 8, Casino Boy. So the numbers are up. A clear win to Palais, nearly 3/4 of a length, but pretty close for the Miners, and out wide, Evil Master grabbed it, just in front of Casino Boy, number 8. So it's 2-4-8, 2-4-8 in the frame to race number 2. Palais in good form.
And the totes 2 Palais, 570 a win.
Cross sashes and the black cap, colours that were carried years ago by another big grey filly by the name of Never Despair, who won a lot of races on Sydney tracks. When trained by Ray Burton, if memory serves me rightly, and I know that Rodney Quinn was the regular rider. Well, now, we've got one jockey out of the saddle. That looks to be Chris Munce, who has dismounted from Honey Rider. And
standing up well. They're all set for the running of the Mounties Club Handicap. They're ready to go and they're off. Marty's Classic very slow to go, and Girl of Illuminaire fast out. Pompeii hunts up to join it on settling down. Honey Rider settles down third, and Timidity going up to be fourth, throwing ahead about. They were being followed by Play Mistress, Friendly Seas outside of it from Millennium Charm, Marty's Classic, Golden Fancy, and a length away last of all the Grey St Georgina. Pompeii in front coming down the side, 800 metres to go, a half on Girl of Illuminaire, a length and a half Honey Rider, securing a beautiful run on the fence, and a 3/4 away Timidity in a good spot. Friendly Seas a little wide out on the course over Play Mistress, nailed to the fence from Millennium Charm, Golden Fancy, Marty's Classic, and St Georgina is the trailer as they come towards the bend, 500 metres to go. Our Pompeii in front leading up. It's Pompeii by a half, 3/4 of a length on Girl of Illuminaire. On the fence, Honey Rider needing a run. Timidity outside of her, and Friendly Seas staking a claim. Then Play Mistress, Millennium Charm. They're well in the straight, 300 to go. Pompeii taken on by Girl of Illuminaire. They're together. A length away, Honey Rider into the clear, trying to bridge the gap. Then came Play Mistress. Girl of Illuminaire, Beeb on the outside. Munce coming on Honey Rider now. Then Pompeii kicking back. Here's Honey Rider after Girl of Illuminaire. Girl of Illuminaire grabbed by Honey Rider, and she got her in the last couple of strides. Honey Rider got up to win the money from Girl of Illuminaire. Photo third. Millennium Charm wide out from Play Mistress and Pompeii. Then St Georgina. Timidity didn't come on from Marty's Classic, Golden Fancy and Friendly Seas. Chris Munce throwing everything at Honey Rider, the heavily tried favourite for Gay Waterhouse. Beedman shooting for 3 on Girl of Illuminaire. Both boys riding desperately. Girl of Illuminaire beat off the challenge of Pompeii, who refused to yield on the fence with about 150 to go. But then Honey Rider, who had this beautiful cosy run behind them, has finished like a shot out of a gun the last 50 metres, and she goes home to score. On the TAB, number 4, showing around 3.10 and 1.40. Girl of Illuminaire, Darren Beedman, at $2.60 has run second. Millennium Charm has got third, number 9, Corey Brown, showing at around $2.80. Fourth prize going to number 3, Pompey. 4.293. The time is 1:11.81, and they've dashed home very quickly, set up for the leaders at 33.87, 33 and 87. Timidity didn't do a great deal. They rode her off the speed, which she has been ridden in that manner previously, but she wanted to over-race in the early stages, and she was a beaten commodity a fair way out, and Pompey first up at the 1,200 metres found that a little bit beyond her. Good.
Well, there's another.
Racing, he began very well, beat out Vain Tycoon, and Delirious went straight back after the start, and they all come grandstand side here and going out quickly. Flourish Gem led Captain Clipper, Windigo quickly going forward with Almighty Yeller. Then further back was Panorama Heights, further back then Vain Tycoon, Arctic Blast, Edward City. Command Force beaten for speed today, and 2 lengths Delirious last of all. Down to the 600 metre mark they race. Flourish Gem on the outside fence just in front. Going up to it, Arrogance, a length and a half, Almighty Yeller. 2 lengths further back then Panorama Heights inside Command Force from Captain Clipper. Further in the track is Windigo from Vain Tycoon, a gap Deadwood City, Delirious and Arctic Blast to the 300, Arrogance in front. Command Force gets into the clear, goes out after it now. Further back in the race then, Flourish Gem, Windigo not doing enough. Command Force going out after Arrogance. They pair down to fight it out. Arrogance is finding a bit. She's holding Command Force. Almighty Yeller, Captain Clipper. Arrogance in front. She's too good, Arrogance, and she turns the tables on Command Force and beats at 3/4. 2 away, third Captain Clipper from Almighty Yeller. Then Delirious finishing off from Deadwood City. Further back Panorama Heights. The weight anchored Windigo today from Arctic Blast, Vain Tycoon and Flourish Gem.
Number 4, Arrogance, $5.40, $2. Number 3 is second, Command Force, $1.50. For third, number 6, Captain Clipper, $3.80.
They turn around on Command Force from their last meeting, and the weight has played her way today, and the margin 3/4, a little bit further than the margin of about a half neck when they met last time round. Command Force got into the clear to go out after this mare. She's got a great record in straight racing, and she's now 3 for 3 here at Flemington at the track and distance. Arrogance number 4 at $5.50 and $1.80. 3 Command Force, $1.50 and 6 Cap.
Right, the full totes, 4 Arrogance, $5.40, $2. 3 Command Force, $1.50. 6 Captain Clipper, $3.80, number 7 running fourth. The Quinella, $9.80, exact at $20.20. The Trifecta, 4, 3 and 6, $237.40. And the first 4, 4, 3, 6 and 7, is $1,351.20.
Tab dividends are proudly brought to you by Sydney's best auto group of Stratfields, Blacktown and Campbelltown.
They really are Sydney's best.
Whether you was stood down by the club doctor from riding Stars of Gold, but it's only a stand down for this race. A further medical examination will take place after the running of this race to determine his fitness. Now here is Petria moving in, and No Stops will be the last one today. She's only had the one start, No Stops, or he's only had the one start. He's a colt by Success Express. He journeyed to Rockhampton on Newmarket Day at Callaghan Park and was successful there for Bevan Lamming and Gavin Duffy. No Stops is moving up into the gates. Now we're close to a start. The starter has not gone to the platform as yet. Starting.
All right, boys, are we all on? All right, riders.
Racing now. Lions Revenge near the inside was one of the first to get going and showing good speed booking. Oh, one in trouble shortly after the start. It's Grandway Shogun. Something's gone amiss with him. He's retiring him from the race, Grandway Shogun. He's pulled him right out of it. Now he's rolling again. Something went amiss in the first 200 metres. Top Mark's the leader. Booking's going to second. Mighty Icon to a lovely tranny position. Can Mine going up but a little bit wide. And Kurdietti's nice and handy. She's going to settle about fourth in the centre. January next on the outside of Lions Revenge, Petria. Stars of Gold is getting back with Nosy Man, Cap 1, no stops, well back in the field. Kitnat's wide. Then Snowy Weather and Grandway Shogun, after whatever happened in the early stages of the race, is back last. Top Mark is the leader. They've got 600 metres left to go. Top Mark by a neck. Booking going to second on the outside. Mighty Icon continuing to track through third on the rails, but he's just niggling at him to hold his position now. Followed by Candmine 3 wide and Kuriety's fifth in the centre. January right behind Kuriety. Lines Revenges on the rails, and then Kitnat on the home turn. 350 metres left to go. Candmine speared off the track. Booking dashed up on the outside and ran to the lead from Top Mark. Mighty Icon is 2 lengths away third. Then Kuriety. She's starting to wind up now. January Lines Revenge next. They've got 150 metres to go. Booking's the leader. Kuriety's coming hard on the outside. No stops from back in the field. Is coming home with a blistering run, and he's going to get up. No stops. That's a super performance. Now I think January flashed up to get second. It's a photo third. Kuriety and Lines Revenge. Booking and Top Mark just behind them. Then Cap 1. Patria the next one in. Grandway Shogun. Further back came Snowy Weather. Well back was Kitnat, Nosy Band, Candmine and Mighty Icon. He's gone disappointingly. He was back in the field, and Stars of Gold, one of the last over the line. Brilliant performance by No Stops. It's the one we were telling you about prior to the running of the race. One in Rockhampton. Came from well back there. Did exactly the same thing today. Came with a Burnborough-like performance in the straight. Brilliant performance there by No Stops. First of all, it looked as though Kuriety was going to get the prize, and then I could see No Stops just launching a claim on the outside. Finished brilliantly. January flashed up in the centre, has got second. Kuriety's in a photo for third and has held third, Kuriety. So the winner of the race is No Stops. And this looks as though it's a pretty good horse, No Stops. He's a Success Express colt, trained by Bevan Lemming, ridden by Luke Curry, who picked up the ride at the expense of Danny Nikolic, who did not make it to the track on time. And No Stops has flashed home from back in the field, and he is now 2 for 2, unbeaten in 2 appearances. Was bred by Ron Gilbert, is raced by Jay Lemming, M&C Russell, trained by Bevan Lemming at Jacobs Well, and was ridden by Danny Nikolic. It was written by Luke Curry, I'm sorry. Should have been written by Danny Nikolic. Number 11 is officially second. That's January. Scott Getaway for Clary Connors. And number 7 is third, Kuriety. Michael McDonald for Liam Birchley. Officially fourth in the race was number 3, Lines Revenge, Brent Buino.
And the runners are moving into the starting gates for the Grand National Hurdle 2002 at Flemington. And the hopes and dreams of many horsemen are culminating as they move in for this 4,000 metre classic of jumps racing in Australia. Zarbenz, a baby at 4 years of age, lightly raced but just a natural jumper. $2.70, Regal Royal $3.10, Blue Star $7.30 and Zabuan at $9.60. Well, the horses need to be able to stay, the jockeys need to be able to stay, and so do the race callers. And here's a bloke who handles 4,000 metres on his ear, Greg Miles.
Right, John, I'd much rather be sitting in the stands watching a race like this than being on horseback, I can assure you of that. Favourite is the Benz, Regal Royal second pick, Blue Star third favourite. Best tried in the race is Zabuan at longer odds. Nearly ready. The Rampager to get set. Here's Real Tonic going up for Brett Scott, chasing his second win. Now Regal Royal's moved in for Craig Durden, the dual winner of the race. And the last to move in will be the Rampager. 260 Zabenz, the heavily tried favourite. Set to run in the Tui's new Grand National Hurdle. Off they go. And Zabenz jumped away okay. Regal Royal snagging back towards the tail. First hurdle comes up quickly, and Zidane goes on the outside to go to the lead from Real Tonic, Blue Star. And Zabenz is up there in fourth placing, just behind them on the inside. Lord Chance improving quickly on the outside of him, followed by Mr. Lightfoot, Regal Royal, Zabuan, Waratah Special and the Rampager last. At the second of 14 hurdles, and Zidane over it by a length and a half. Lord Chance in second placing, being followed by Real Tonic and Blue Star fourth. Zabenz is now fifth on the inside, and closely attended behind it a length and a half away is Regal Royal, followed then by Zabuan, 1.5 Mr. Lightfoot, Waratah Special, and the Rampager last of all down by the 1,000 the first time. It's Zidane on top, leading by a length and a half as they come to the next hurdle. Second is Lord Chance and Real Tonic is third. The Australian hurdle winner Blue Star is on the outside, and the favourite Zabenz a length away, fifth on the rail. 1.5 further back the Toppy, Regal Royal, and then came Zabuan. 2 lengths further back, Waratah Special, Mr. Lightfoot on his outside, and the Rampager is last of all. Up towards the turn the first time round, and the leader is Zidane. Lord Chance a length and a half away second. Real Tonic tucked in third on the inside, and Blue Star is fourth. Zaben's getting good cover in the early part, resting in the early stages. He's fifth on the rails, followed by Regal Royal, not too far away today. He's within 6 of the leader, and then Zabuan, followed by Mr. Lightfoot. Next in the field then is Waratah Special. She's back next to last, and last of all is the Rampager. Coming along towards the 250 metre mark the first time round, and Zidane putting in a lovely leap. The leader out by 2 lengths to Lord Chance second. Real Tonic is third. Blue Star is fourth over on the outside, and Zaben's tucked away fifth. Regal Royal sitting right on the favourites outside as they leap the one in front of the stands. Next is Zabuan, Waratah Special. Second last is Mr. Lightfoot wanting to tug, and the last of all is the Rampager. They've done half of the jumps now, leaving the straight and out towards the 2100 metres. Zidane being joined by Lord Chance. 2.5 lengths away then Real Tonic on the inside of Blue Star. Zaben's being beautifully ridden, hasn't spent a cent on the inside of Regal Royal. 2 lengths further back, Waratah Special on the inside of Zabuan, and then Mr. Lightfoot and the Rampager. Coming to the next on the riverside, and it's Zidane in front. The pace has quickened appreciably in the second lap, and Zidane by 2 now to Lord Chance. They're stringing out a little. 3 lengths away, Real Tonic and Blue Star the outside, and then Zaben's fifth on the inside of Regal Royal, and they were followed Waratah Special, Zabuan, and 2 lengths Mr. Lightfoot, the Rampager. Hasn't been a lot of change once they settle down, and out past the 1600 they've done a circuit. It's Zidane in front coming along towards the next jump. Over he goes in front of Lord Chance, one down, and it was Blue Star, I think. Yes, Blue Star's out of action, lost the rider at that. The horse quickly cantering away out past the 1400 metre now, and the leader is Zidane by 2 lengths to Lord Chance. 2 lengths now. Here's the Benz let loose for the first time in the race, and Real Tonic goes with the favourite, and they clap on 4 lengths to Regal Royal, who got left a little when the others sprinted up. Then came Zabuan as they leaped this one. 4 lengths away, Mr. Lightfoot, Waratah Special, and the Rampager last of all. Third last one looming in their sights, 1,000 to go. Zidane from Lord Chance, Zabenz has just camped on them. Then Real Tonic in fourth placing, 3 lengths away, Zabuan. Then Regal Royal, followed by Mr. Lightfoot. Coming up towards the turn, next is the Rampager, and Waratah Special is last of all. At the turn, it's Zidane from Lord Chance, and now the favourite Zabenz joins in quickly and claims the 2 leaders. Next is Real Tonic, followed by the Rampager from last, and further back is Mr. Lightfoot, Zabuan. Regal Royal is struggling second last, and Waratah Special into the straight. The favourite took the lead. It's Zabenz with 2 to get over, leading by 3 lengths. The New Zealander Real Tonic is running a race, getting up to second. Over the second last, lovely leap by Zabenz with a big lead over Real Tonic. The Rampager running the race of his life the outside, but here's the last one, and Zabenz put in a monster leap. He's 6 in front. The favourite's got the National well and truly won. Real Tonic the second, and then Zabuan from the Rampager, but Zabenz, what a star. 3 out of 3, and he has donkey licked them. It's Zabenz, a brilliant winner by 8 or 10 lengths. Real Tonic is second. Third is Zabuan, and then came the Rampager, Mr. Lightfoot. Regal Royal just plugged away today. Next was Lord Chance. The early leader Zidane is next to last. Waratah Special has been pulled out of the race, and Blue Star was the one that just made a hiccup over the back and through the rider. The horse is quite okay.
Well, what a faultless display by Zabenz. Have you ever seen a horse going to win a major race that far from home? A flat horse or a jumper? He just looked the winner every step of the way and gapped them. Brilliant performance. Zabenz 250, 160. Real Tonic 270. Zabuan 230. And a lovely ride by Martin Mills, the ride of a bloke who really knows his horse. 354. All right, we're going back to Ipswich. Here's Larry Olsen.
Thanks, John. Yes, Gerald Ryan. You've got 3 in this race, Gerald. Domingos,
Number 1 getting a little restless. And one of the attendants climbing in the back. One of them has her by the head at this stage. Icebox has moved in. Shamu coming up. Guy Walter was telling me the other day that he scratched her last week. He was worried about giving her too tough a run. She's been up for a while. If she can come through with flying colours today, she'll go to the Winter Cup at Rosehill Gardens. Kerouac moves in. Takes up his spot. Here's the consistent Mr. Attorney moving in. Super Imposter standing well, and they're set to jump. 420 Shamu. Go bent at $5, $6 for DeMiro. They're off and racing. Icebox went back with Super Imposter after the start. Kessia won the break, going quickly as Trust No One looking for the lead. Mr. Attorney's out wide, obliged to stride forward. DeMiro's not far away, and Kiro Wax about 4 deep going up. Taking stock going to the first bend, and Trust No One in front of Mr. Attorney. 2 lengths, Kiro Wax pulling hard. Gallant Pride on the fence. DeMiro settles 5th. Kessia inside of Chief's Deputy, and Go Bent's wide going forward. A length away is Icebox. Shamu, nice piece of riding by Beebman. He's on the fence 3rd last. 2 lengths Mandinka and 2.5 Super Imposter. Striding down the back, 14.50 to go, and Trust No One idled across and went to the lead. Went clear by 2 lengths on Mr. Attorney. A length and a half away, Gallant Pride inside of Kirawak. A length and a half, DeMiro throwing his head up in the air, and so too is Kessia on the fence. Go Bent next from Chief's Deputy, about 7 from the speed. 2.5 to Icebox. Inside of it, the favourite Shamu. They were followed by Mandinka and Super Imposter at the tail. Striding up to the next bend in search of the 1,000. Trust No One puts on the speed by a length and a half, Mr. Attorney. Gallant Pride on the fence over Kirawak, and then came Kessia. A length away, DeMiro. Chief's Deputy striding up inside the toppy. 1 away is Go Bent. A length and a half to Shamu. Inside of Icebox, 2 lengths Mandinka and Super Imposter. They're at the 700 metres mark, and Trust No One leads them by a length and a half on Mr. Attorney. Mr. Attorney about to go up and put a bit of pressure on the speed. 2 lengths away, Gallant Pride. Kiro Wack 4th being niggled at. DeMiro hooks out 3 deep, starts his run around Kessia. Chief's Deputy latching onto his back from Go Bent. Icebox. Shamu is back 3rd last, 7 from the speed. Then Mandinka and Super Imposter tails them out as they turn. Mr. Attorney at the 400 rushed up on the outside of Trust No One to go to the front. 2 lengths away, Gallant Pride. Then came DeMiro. Chief's Deputy with the baldy face to the outside, and Shamu can't get a run, but Mr. Attorney's off and gone. At the 175, he's 2.5 lengths, Chief's Deputy. DeMiro whacking away, then Shamu, but it's Mr. Attorney in front. Most consistent racehorse, and he's going to win again. Mr. Attorney won it by 2 lengths nearly. Chief's Deputy second, a lip in front of DeMiro, and no luck Shamu. She couldn't get a crack at them. Kirawak next from Gallant Pride, Mandinka, Kessia, Trust No One, Go Bent, Super Imposter, and last of all is Icebox. Stand by for the numbers after the running of the 4th. Mr. Attorney Scott Pollard. Scott is having a real battle in the apprentices title with Robbie Brewer. Robbie's on 19.5. That takes Scott to 18. So he's within striking distance. Trained by Sid Brown after winning at Canterbury when beautifully ridden by Con Karakatanis. Scott has taken the reins today, sitting behind the leader, coming to the bend, and showed a good turn of foot on straightening up, and he's dashed away to win it and win it well. Chief's Deputy's got second, Corey Brown for Graham Begg, and 3rd prize going to number 1, DeMiro, Jim Cassidy for Gay Waterhouse. 4th in the race, number 6, Shamu. She had no luck, just had nowhere to go on the straight. She was around heels, and by the time she got into the clear, the race was all over. She's finished in 4th spot. So the numbers...
They're racing in the National. Jumped in a good line, one of the first out. Sabuan down on the inside with Sabens, and going quickly, Real Tonic and Zidane quickly whipping around the outside. Over the first they go, and Zidane takes up the lead with Blue Star and Real Tonic, the rider taking hold. Then Lord Chance from Sabens, further back Mr. Lightfoot, and Wriggle Royal was caught out a little deep as they sit up and canter down the back from Sabuan. They're followed further back by Waratah Special going over the next, and the Rampager last of all. As they head down the back, and Zidane leads them out, nearly 2 lengths to Lord Chance. Real Tonic third, a length and a half to Blue Star. Then Zabens, a length and a half. Then getting back and getting in now is Regal Royal on the outside of Zabuan. A length further back, Mr. Lightfoot. Waratah Special got up inside it and 2 to the Rampager by the 1,000-metre mark in the first round in the National. And Zidane comes up to the next flight, hopped over it 2 lengths in front. Lord Chance is running second, a length and a half to Real Tonic, a length into Blue Star. 1.5 then Zabens, the favourite, running fifth. A length and a half off him at the 800 the first round. Regal Royal. Sabuan Zabuan got up on the inside too to Mr. Lightfoot. Over on the inside, Waratah Special and the Rampager last of all. Coming around the top turn, well over a lap to go in the National, and the leader is Zidane, and he's got them stacked right up in front, and he canters around the top turn. They're all under restraint. Lord Chance is second, Regal Tonic third, Blue Star is fourth, and Zaben's fifth. Regal Royal up on the outside of Zabuan, further back than Mr. Lightfoot. Over on the inside, Waratah Special and the Rampager last of all. 2,700 out. Here's the first of a double. Zidane just clipped the top of it, but got away with it, and coming down towards the second one, which is down at the 250 metre mark on the first lap, and Zidane comes up to this flight, measured it nicely, two in front. Lord Chance second, a length and a half to Blue Star. The inside, Regal Tonic, a length and a half, then Zaben's outside at Regal Royal. The favourites alongside each other, 2 lengths Zabuan, a length in Waratah Special. Mr. Lightfoot further back in the race, and a length and a half the Rampager. A lap to go. They've got about 2,300 metres to go in the National and going out of the straight, and the leader to Zidane about 3/4 in front, getting closer as Lord Chance. In fact, Lord Chance has gone up on the outside right on terms with Zidane going out of the straight at the 2,100 metre mark. They're 2.5 to Real Tonic, 3/4 Blue Star, a length in Zaben's, fourth on the inside of Regal Royal, fifth, a length and a half Zabuan. Waratah Specially inside as they go to the crossing at the 2,000, 2 lengths further back Mr. Lightfoot, and then back along the inside last of all the Rampager. A double up at the Riverside as they go towards the 1,800 metre mark, and Zidane has put some pace into the race and got 2.5 to Lord Chance. 3 lengths further back, Real Tonic inside Blue Star. The favourites are poised. Zaben's on the inside of Regal Royal. They're followed 2 lengths further back, Zabuan at the 1,700. On the inside, Waratah Special. 2 lengths, Mr. Lightfoot, and up on the inside of it, the Rampager. Out of the 1,600 metre mark in the National, here's the next flight coming up, and Zidane came to it, jumped at 2 lengths in front. There's one that's tangled up and gone down. Blue Star. Blue Star has gone down at the 1,500 metre mark. Blue Star's out of the National, into the back of the 1,400, Zidane by 2. Lord Chance second, 2 to Real Tonic, and Zaben's under a hold on the outside's gone up fourth as they flew that one. 2 lengths further back, Regal Royal outside Zabuan. 3 Waratah Special, Mr. Lightfoot at the 1,200, and 2 lengths a Rampager last of all. Over that next one on the race right on, Zidane a length in front of Lord Chance. Zaben's has quickly gone up third. Real Tonic is fourth. 3 lengths further back, Zabuan and Regal Royal at the 1,000 metre mark. 3 to Mr. Lightfoot, followed by Waratah Special, and further back in the race last of all as they go over that, the Rampager. They've gone to that next flight at the 800 metre mark, and the leader still Zidane, 3/4 in front of Lord Chance. A length in Zaben's, 2 lengths to Real Tonic. Regal Royal has got a long way back, and the Rampager went around him. So did Mr. Lightfoot, followed by Zabuan, but Zaben's letting go quickly has gone up to Zidane on the turn, and going fast now. The favourite race to the front, Zaben's from Lord Chance, and Zidane's gone. 2 to Real Tonic running on, then the Rampager. Further back, Mr. Lightfoot, Zabuan, and Regal Royal. 2 flights out on the National, and it's Zaben's 2.5 to Real Tonic after him. At the second last, he skimmed across the top, Zaben's, but he jumped 4 lengths in front of Real Tonic. They're followed by the Rampager and Zabuan. Here's Zaben's at the last flight, jumped it brilliantly. He's home, he's gone 10 lengths in front, holding Real Tonic. Zabuan to third, then the Rampager. Regal Royal hasn't fired a shot to Zay, but this is a rising star over the hurdles. A brilliant performance by Zaben's. He canters home by about 12 to 15 lengths for Marty Mills over Real Tonic, 2 to Zabuan third, a gap to the Rampager. Then further back, Mr. Lightfoot. Regal Royal didn't come on from 1,000. From further back, Lord Chance. Then Zidane, and just walking home here, pulled up, not jumping the last flight, is Waratah Special.
Number 3, Zaben's 230, 150. Second in number 5, Real Tonic, a dividend of 230. 4, Zabuan third, $1.90.
And we have correct weight at the Gold Coast on race 4. The numbers 1, 8, 10, moving in Newcastle. Alcantara a favourite, 270, 190 a place.
In the National of 2002, number 3, Zaben's, ridden by Marty Mills. In 4:28.